Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. I'm just pouring myself another cuppa. That bloody wind out there, it's vicious, it is. Well, it's actually calmed, saying that, it's not calmed down because the flag's still going straight that way. We've got a westerly wind blowing. I come down this morning basically to just make sure my plot's still there. It hammered it down with rain last night. The winds are, wow, 60, 65, 70 mile an hour gust of winds here in Salford. I don't know what it was like where you are, but when you get winds that bad, and they're not winds, they're gusts, you get a gust of wind, and they do more damage than constant wind. Anyway, I got up this morning, I come down to check the plot, make sure it was okay, and I was surprised that everything's fine, and yeah, we've got a lot of flowers coming up now, so I thought, well, what the hell, we'll take on a bit of a walk round and show you the flowers. And we could assess the damage at the same time. However, there is no damage, so I can tell you that now, but the flowers look absolutely awesome. So let's take you around now and show you what the plot's looking like. Guys, we've got a westerly wind blowing, and when I say wind, it's more gusts. You're getting like 60 to 70 mile an hour gusts at times. It's not too bad at the moment, although saying that, I'm behind the shed here. As soon as I get in front of it onto the plot, you can hear it. And if you look at the trees down there and the clouds shooting past, you can see just how windy it is. There's my mate Maggie there in the tree. I just, before I turn the camera on, I just put some balls of food in the feeders for them and topped the feeders up. Ooh. Can hear a little robin there chirping away. Anyway, let's show you what it's been like. Like I say, it's been torrential rain. It's been, well, the wind's been atrocious. I'm sorry about the sound, guys, but just look at the flooding here. I'm in next door neighbour's plot. It's underwater, basically. That's how much rain's there fell. If you look at my plot, you can see all the plants now coming up in the planters. Crocuses are getting hammered, but they're pretty low down, so they're not too bad. I'm more concerned about some of me daffodils there. Whoa, they're blown off my bloody feet then. When you come down here, you can see all these beautiful daffodils. This bigger one's coming up, but yeah, in amongst them all, we've got different ones, different varieties coming up, and yeah, it's not a particularly good day today. Again, the tat here are coming up. These are different to them ones there. I can actually see a tulip just starting to poke its head out there. Just there. In fact, there's a few tulips. Again, it's absolutely bitterly cold. The lupins are doing well, and everything else seems to be doing well. A few big daffodils there poking out this side. Again, as you come down here, you can see more daffodils there. This side takes a little bit longer to kick in than the other side. My arch is still here. That's a good sign. These winds that we've been having have been so bad, I tell you. Crocuses are doing okay. There's a lot of crocuses just poking through in these pots. I will be taking the pots out of the greenhouses and putting them on the plot very shortly. So we've still got the greenhouse. Like I say, these winds have been absolutely horrific. As you can see, the beds are all ready to go. I mean, look at garlic here, this elephant garlic here. Absolutely fantastic it's doing. I will be getting my chickens sometime in the week, or next week I should say, if everything goes to plan. Rhubarb down here, as I say, we've been thinking about taking some of this. This is the rhubarb what's on the back of the plot. I've got to get some onions out there shortly, and I've got to wash them feeders. I still haven't done it, and I haven't took the buckets out, but that's 20 minutes to do that, so no big rush. We've not been doing much down here just recently. Like I say, it's been all we've had is wind and rain. I will be taking them blueberries there. There's two blueberries. I'm going to be taking them off the composting bin. That needs sorting out. It's collapsed. It is about 8-9 years old, so you know it does need a bit of a TLC. Garlic's doing well here. Again, these beds are just I'm just going to give them a gentle lowing, no dig method. I don't see the point in turning them over. As you can see, we've worked so hard over the years that there's hardly any weeds there. So you know, dahlias are covered up. Another month or two, another month and a half, and then these will come off, and we'll get the dahlias coming up. I was expecting to see some frog spawn in the pond. It's usually this time of year that the idiots start to spawn, but no, not at the moment. I think they know something that we don't know. Lemon balm's doing okay, and the red flag irises what are in the pond are just starting to come up now. This gooseberry's see a few buds on it. Look at that water in that butt there. Wow, full right to the top, and it's only the rain that's done that. Well, my snowdrops are doing well. The only trouble is it's that time now where they're all going to start to die back, but as you can see they look absolutely fantastic. You poke the camera through the trees there, you can see the daffodils the other side. Again, the daffodils are looking absolutely awesome. They're all flowering. There's a lot of others there which will be coming up in between them, tulips and what have you. That crown, which we planted about a week ago, is doing really well, as is all the others. The sound that you can hear over there is that it's the motorway, the railway, Barton Airport and Trafford Park. And when the wind blows from the west, you can really hear it. It amplifies, it gets louder and louder and louder. Lucky for me, no leaves on the trees, otherwise them trees have been over in this wind. Look at the flag there. It's it's basically straight. Yeah, we've been getting gusts, like I say, 50, 60. Last night there was about 65, 70 mile an hour. It was really bad. I was expecting a lot of damage on the allotment, but over the years we've had that much damage, and everybody's, you know, they've done things with it now. So 90%, 99% of the sheds and greenhouses are secure. Again, we've got loads of flowers coming up here. Each time I look there, that sedum gets a slightly bit bigger. Another bloody loop in there. This planter, you can see all the tulips that we planted in there just recently. If you flip up here to this bed here, you can see tulips, crocuses, irises, daffodils. The ones in the middle are big tulips. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. Like I say, we've survived another storm. We've got another storm on the way. In the tree over there is Maggie. Everyone keeps asking me about her. She basically lives on my plot. Yeah, she's in the tree now. She'll fly onto the feeders in a bit and have something to eat. But yeah, these raspberry canes are also starting to bud up here. We need to tie these up, and I need to do a bit of pruning in here. But other than that, we've survived the storms. So with that, let's go in the greenhouse, because I've got a few things to show you in there. So there you go. Flowers are coming up now at a pace. There's about 5% of the flowers that are up at the moment. Just you wait, they're going to be absolutely awesome. A bit of flooding there on my next door neighbour's plot. Like I say, it's not stopped raining. Walking down my brother's path here, I mean, it was like a bog. It's that bad. I mean, you could initially grow rice on this allotment. It's completely sodden. It will dry out eventually. We've got more bad weather on the way over next week. More storms coming in from states. That pattern, it just constantly keeps coming in. We'll probably end up with snow by the end of next week as well. It won't do any damage to the spring buds because they're basically used to it. They're designed for snow and they just sit dormant in the snow. Snow melts and then up they come again. So I'm not too worried about the spring bulbs and the spring flowers if it does snow. But yeah, the plot's looking well. Flowers are looking awesome. So I come into the greenhouse then to address something that I mentioned in the last episode, was the grapevine last week. Do I cut the vine back to the branch on the grapevine back to the main stem of the vine? Anyway, there were quite a few of you says yeah, it'd be doing no harm. So anyway, we went looking for me pruning shears. I don't know where they've gone, but we found some shears after a fashion. So I'm going to show you me doing the dastardly deed right now and pruning the last branch on the grapevine. Well guys, I'm going to chop this grapevine today, and I brought these cutters here. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to see if they cut. Oh yeah, they cut them dead easy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down here now to the very base. Come about an inch or two short, and here we go. Oh my god! So there we go. That's the. I wonder if I shove that in the ground, would I not get a grapevine from it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shove it near the door there. I'm going to push it in and like that, and we'll see if anything comes of it. But yeah, I've actually built up the courage to actually snip it there. So yeah, this is just a, I don't know what that is actually. Someone give it me. Wait and see what it grows into. But yeah, we've actually cut it now, and these cutters here, pretty awesome. I don't know who makes them. Is there a name on them? No, hang on. I can't read what that says. Something. Is that an F or a T or an R? I don't know. Oh, hang on. On the handle there. There you go. I can't go. See what it says. Flora Best, I think. I don't know if it's an F and an L or an O or an R or an A. Flora, is it? Anyway, that's what these are, and pretty meaty too. Make short work of that. Anyway, job's a good one. Oh well. So the grapevine's all been pruned. So there we go, the grapevine has been pruned. I've actually stuck that branch in the ground. If it bursts into life, I reckon it could be a good grapevine, that. We have got another grapevine which I do know is there, Black Hamburg. It had leaves on it last year, obviously winter, all the leaves are falling off, but it will kick back into life very soon. So there is a potential, there's one there to go in the middle greenhouse. It'll take a few years for it to get to the size of this one. However, that branch that we cut there, you never know, that might just kick into life. Fingers crossed, see what happens. We'll keep looking at that over the up and coming months. But yeah, we've been doing a bit of seed sowing. I did some seed sowing a couple of days ago, and I was going to show you that footage, and it's all corrupted unfortunately. However, we did 6 seed sowings then. Now them 6 seed sowings are in the middle greenhouse in the grow house. However, we did another 6 seed sowings yesterday. It was quite warm yesterday, even though it was blowing a gale outside, it was warm in here, so I decided to do a few more seed sowings. So I'm going to show you the method that I use to start some of my peppers and my cucumbers and my tomatoes off. We sow in a cold greenhouse. We don't have any heating or all like that. You're going to see me using pots like this and these bags. I'll tell you more about these in a moment. But basically, what you're going to see here is what I'm going to run. I'm going to run a clip now and show you. This is how I sow quite a lot of my seeds. Right guys, well, a bit of a nightmare yesterday. We was doing a load of seed sowing, and well, I had a corrupt file on my SD card and I lost all the footage. However, we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing. This is how we do 90% of the seeds. We do them in these pots, and we've got these plastic bags which I'm going to show you me working with in a bit. But the seeds we're going to be sowing today, well, they're a mixture really of tomatoes, cucumbers and peppers. We've got these peppers that I'm going to give a go. They're called Sweet Mini Reds. So we're going to be doing them, and then we've got the good old Gardener's Delight. We're going to do some of them. And we've got these hot Scotch they're called. What we'll give them a go. We've got Market More. We'll do some Market More cucumbers. We've got these Telegraph F1s. Now we've done another 3 different types of cucumber. They're in the other greenhouse. I can show you them later. And then we've got these things called okra. I can't pronounce it. But the called, is it Clemson's? Is that spineless? You know, my eyes are so bad. Anyway, we're going to be doing these, and see what happens when we sow them. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is show you me doing one of them, how I prepare them, and then we'll show you where we're going to be putting them all. They'll all be going inside my middle greenhouse in the grow house in these plastic bags, which I'll show you me doing in a moment. So first things first, let's move these to one side, and we'll start off with my favourites, cucumber. But when I say my favourite, the mini munches are quite nice one to munch on, but these ones are a pretty damn close second. Right, so all I'm going to do, just take them out of the packet. You know, what I do is I just fold that over and use it as a label in the pot. These are the seeds. You won't get many seeds in here, probably about 6. It's usually the case. It's cheaper to actually go and buy the goddamn things. Right, so at the moment I've got 3. Oh, here we go. There's one more in there. Be careful, there we go. So that's the seeds. We've got 6 seeds there. So all I'm going to do now is space them out in the pot. Make it easier if you leave a gap between them, so when you come to prick them out and put them into bigger pots, you know, it's better. Here's another trick. I use distilled water, and I'm just going to wet the seeds now, just to kick the seeds into germinate. As soon as they get wet, that's the one that starts to grow. So the next thing I need is some compost. Now, got some compost here. This is called clover. All my compost, by the way, is clover. So there we go. And I'm just going to stamp it. Well, I'm not going to stamp it down, but I'm going to gently pat it down and use this pack here. There we go. And just water the top again. Just give it another, just to damp it. Now the trick is here now is with these plastic bags. You open the bag, these got zip ties. I'm getting me water and I'm putting water in the bag, and then what I do, get the pot, put the pot in the bag. So there we go, that's the pot in the bag. Put that in with the bag. Seal it up at the top. You can't really see here at the moment, but what I'm doing is a little seal at the top. Seal it up. Now then, what's happening there in the bag? You've got water in the bottom. When it heats up, steam rises to the top of the bag. It condenses here, comes back down into the pot. That way, it's like what is it, a vivarium? I think that's what they're called. I might be wrong, but it just circulates the moisture around the bag, and for about 2 to 3 weeks I wait until these cucumbers get to about this big, then I prick them out and stick them in pots, stick them back in the grow house, and well, that's basically how I do 90% of me seeds. I do them in these bags. I have got propagators. I must have, what, 100 bloody propagators there with the lids, the big ones. You see me using them when I come to do the cabbages and the collies and what have you, but these are perfectly fine for doing the tomatoes, just getting them, because you can only put probably 2 of these into your greenhouse before it fills it up, so you know, and there's 6 seeds there, so I'll be giving at least 4 plants away if they all germinate. Anyway, onwards upwards, so I've got 5 more to pot. So there you go, we've got another 6 done there. I'm going to show you all the varieties in a moment, but yeah, the reason why we do them the way we do them is just to keep the space down so I can actually do more. It's all about how many seeds how many plants I can get started all at once, and if you do them in them pots, I mean, you've got a pot like this, you could put them in a tray like this, but you can only get 12 of these trays into that grow house. Now I can get potentially 20 of them pots in just the top tier of the grow house. So we will be using these to do the brassicas in the next video. I'll show you that it's a different way of doing my brassicas, and that's why we need more space. So that's why I do what I do with the pots. When they get to this big, we'll prick them out, and that's when the greenhouse starts to get full. I'm going to be taking all these pots out of here. Let's show you. These are all fired up, so they'll be going out. I'm going to stick them just behind this greenhouse here. There's I had a load of fencing what I've covered up. I made a load of fencing and I've got it all covered up. I'm going to sit them on top of there, and the others what are in the other greenhouse, which are even bigger than these, they're going around the pond. So yeah, I've got to get all these buckets out, and then we're going to get some potato buckets in here, and we're going to start doing some potatoes, chitting them as well. It's all happening here down on my allotments now. I'm going to be going to get 12 more chickens probably the end of next week. Anyway, before we get carried away, let's show you these seeds that are in the grow house, in the middle greenhouse, and we'll just recap of what we've got there. Okay guys, here's my grow house inside my greenhouse. You say that when you've not had a cup of coffee. These are the ones I've just sold. So you got the hopscotch there. You got the, I'm not too sure what them ones are. Oh sorry. They're the hopscotch. They're the sweet reds. Then you've got Moneymaker. You got they're Market More cucumbers. Next door to them, right on this side here, are the Telegraph F1s, and this one is that ochre, whatever it is. It's not ochre, the potato. It's a form of pepper. If you come up to here, you got Roma. You got Sweet Coloured Spectrum. You got Socrates. These are cucumber. The Romas are tomato. Sweet Coloured Spectrums are pepper. We've got Ladiva, that's another cucumber. We've got, I was calling these sweet fragrance peppers, but they're not, they're Frutillo peppers. So that's them ones, and the ones behind them, Louisa F1. And notice how there's a lot of cucumbers there, because we love cucumber. Right, so I'll be adding to these over the up and coming days, so I'll keep you posted. Anyway, I'm just going to close this up now. Put the cover down, zip it up, and leave them to it. So as you see, we've got a lot of cucumbers, different varieties of cucumbers, peppers, tomatoes. I think it was called the Frutillo's fragrance or something, I don't know. Every now and again, I've got these flowers, some fragrance, and I'd actually sown some of them at home, and Frutillo's fragrance, and I'm blind as a bat anyway. So yeah, we did some Frutillo peppers and chilies. There's quite a few different varieties there. I've still got another probably 16, 17 varieties to sow. I haven't got, at the moment, I haven't got the time to do that. I'm doing other things, other projects, things are going on. But we will be coming back to that. This year, I'm going to be cleaning my bird feeders out. I'm going to be removing all the horse manure, chicken manure in the buckets. I've got to take all them out the chicken pen as well. I'm going to go from here in a moment or two. I'm going to get myself a lock, not a lock, a bolt for the chicken coop to sort the door out, because like the door opens, so I need to sort that out before I get my chickens. And yeah, we'll get some chickens hopefully sometime next week, maybe, might be the week after. But I do need to clear the buckets out of there and get everything ready. We've got rid of the rats, and we did find 1 or 2 dead rats on the ground. I'm not going to show you the video. You don't want to see dead rats, do you? If you do, leave a comment below, but nah, I'm not going to show you a dead rat. But the poison's been working well, and that's another thing I've got to go and do now. I've got to go and put poison in all the traps all around the allotments to please everybody. And I do that once every month, and it's just to keep the pest under control. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon. So from Allotment Diggers, goodbye for now.